Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny Savita, and in this video, we'll see how we can create a chatbot using Google Dialogflow with complete end-to-end CI/CD deployment. Yes, guys. So, a few months back, I recorded one series on top of the Google Dialogflow where I have created the weather chatbot, and I had shown that how we can deploy it using the CI/CD pipeline. And here for deployment, guys, I'm going to use the AWS platform. And this series is going to be a very amazing because here I have clarified each and every fundamental of the chatbot and how you can create a chatbot from scratch using this Google Dialogflow. If you don't know about the Google Dialogflow is a managed service which is being provided by the Google itself for creating the chatbot. So here I'll be showing you how you can create a chatbot using Google Dialogflow, how you can connect it with a flask, okay, and then how you can call the third party API, and then after combining each and everything, how you can deploy to the AWS with complete CI/CD. So guys, don't miss out the series. It's going to be a very important for all of you. Here your each and every fundamental will be clarified with respect to the chatbot. So yes, I hope you will enjoy it. So let's start.
Hello guys, so welcome back to this chatbot series. My name is Sunny and in this video we'll try to see a complete course overview. So first we are going to start from the chatbot introduction. Then we'll try to understand a complete business problem, and then I will show you the Google Dialogflow console, and I will give you the complete overview of the Google Dialogflow console. Then we'll try to implement our chatbot. The chatbot will be a weather chatbot. We'll try to connect that chatbot with a web application, and finally we'll try to deploy that application over the AWS. I will show you like each and every connectivity in the class itself from a very scratch. And then finally, we'll try to integrate our chatbot with Telegram or Facebook. And finally, we'll see conclusion and future work. So guys, stay tuned with me in this particular video series. So we'll meet you in the next session. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a great day. Hello guys. So welcome back to this chatbot series. And now in this video, we'll be talking about a complete introduction of the chatbot. So here I have written like a today's agenda. So what all thing we are going to discuss? The first thing we'll be talking about what is a chatbot. The second type of the chatbot. Then we'll be talking about history of the chatbot. Then we'll be like seeing that how chatbot works, and then I will tell you why chatbot is required, application of the chatbot, and what all a framework is there for building a chatbot. So step by step, we'll be seeing each and everything. So yes, first we're gonna start with what is a chatbot. So guys, a chatbot is a software application which used to conduct an online chat conversation via voice or text, right? So what is a chatbot, guys? Chatbot is a computer software which replicate a human conversation, right? Or which mimic a human conversation. Okay. Now in the next slide, you can see, so type of the chatbot. So here, I have written two types. So first is rule-based chatbot and the second is NLP-based chatbot. So what is a rule-based chatbot? So with this type of chatbot, communication is happening through the preset rules. Okay, so we are writing some sort of a rule, and based on that, we are getting an output, right? And in the second approach, in this NLP or NLU based approach, actually it's an AI based approach. Okay, it's an AI based approach, and in that we are providing a data to our model. It is able to read the pattern from that particular data, and it is generating our replies, right? So first is rule based bots, and the second is AI based bot. In rule based bot, there is no AI. There is like a simple statement. There is like a simple conditional, or there is like a preset rules. Based on that, we are getting our replies. But here in an NLP based chatbot, my model is able to read the pattern from the given data set, and it is able to generate a replies. Okay. Now, guys, I have mentioned one more slide here where you can find out this chatbot. So the first thing is a website-based chatbot. The second is messenger bot. The third one is voice-based chatbot. So what is a website-based chatbot? So it may be open in your browser, or you can see sometimes in your screen itself. Okay, in a right hand side corner, in a left hand side, or upper right hand side, left hand side, upper left hand side. Okay, in a small widget, or they can also be used as a distinct landing page. Okay, whenever you are clicking now on that particular chatbot icon, so it can be appear in another page also. Okay, so usually this kind of a chatbot you can find out inside the web. You can find out over the website, right? The second type of chatbot is messenger chat. Messenger chatbot we are using for messaging purpose. Okay, Facebook Messenger is the best example of the messaging chat. The third type of chatbot is voice-based chatbot. Okay, so millions of people are using Alexa, Siri, but they don't know that it's a chatbot actually, right? So they have trained this bot actually on lots and lots of data. So that's why it is able to read the pattern, whatever we are saying. When that, like, they are able to read the pattern and is able to generate the replies. Okay, so it's a AI based like a voice chatbot. Okay, so I hope you got an idea where you can find out chatbot and what a kind of chatbot is there, right? The third point is chatbot legacy. So guys, chatbot is not a new thing. Here you can see, so the first chatbot has been built in 1965 or like before that. Okay, so the first chatbot, like officially, which I have written over there, which like officially has been built, and I have written over there, which has been built in 1965, and then 1972, 1988, 1992, and then 1995. And after that, internet era came. As you know, like during the internet era, we were generating a lots and lots of data, and the data we were giving to our algorithm, and it was able to read the pattern. So with that, we have created a chatbot, and in that we have included a little essence of the AI, right? So little a component of the AI. The chatbot name was Smart Child, right? And then smartphone era came, and from here, so the chatbot definition was something else. So in 2010, like a Siri was there. Siri is an Apple product, right? In 2012, like a Google Assistant was there. In 2015, Cortana was there. So Cortana actually it's a product of the Microsoft. And like you can see this Cortana in your Windows system. So near to search bar, right? So here you can see. So whenever you are clicking here on the search bar, okay, near to that you can see this Cortana. Okay, yeah. Now coming to this, next one. So AI, as you know, nowadays, like AI is booming everywhere. People are talking about data science, machine learning, NLP, or a deep learning, computer vision, whatever, right? So, guys, each and every organization they have released their own framework with respect to the chatbot. Okay, so we can use that framework as a chatbot, and even we can build our own chatbot with the help of that framework, right? So we'll try to see one framework. Okay, so Google Dialogflow we are going to discuss in our this particular video series. So step by step we'll see how we can create our own chatbot, right? So this bit.ai, api.ai, Luis.ai. So bit.ai it's a product of the Facebook. api.ai it's a product of the Google, right? And this Luis.ai it's a product of the Microsoft. Actually, this api.ai itself is it's called actually Google Dialogflow. It was some other company, but Google acquired it and like they have changed the name of this API.a, right? And here is a very important point, guys. Why chatbot is required, right? So, guys, chatbot give you the 24/7 into availability, consistency in the awareness. It will give you the instant response, and it will enhance the customer engagement, lower cost, save time, multilingual. So there are many benefits for using this chatbot. And guys, believe me, if you are running an organization, so this might be a game changer in that, right? So let's suppose you have built one organization, and for that you have opened one call center. So guys, if you are placing 100, 500, or 1,000 people over there, instead of that, if you will like place one software that will be like equivalent to that only, right? So it will be working 24 into 7 that people cannot do. Okay, they will be changing the shift. It will be giving the instant response. Maybe like we human, we are not able to do it sometime. It will be lower in cost. It might be right. It will be saving your time as well as it will be a multilingual. Means in a multiple languages, you can use this chatbot, and definitely it will give you like lots and lots of benefit, right? So that is why chatbot is required. Now coming to this application of the chatbot. So I told you as a messaging app, we can use this chatbot. In healthcare, we can use the chatbot. Okay, like in politics, so it's an amazing example. Okay, last two actually, this example intentionally I kept, so at least you can understand. Okay, you can understand the crux of the chatbot, that where they are using this chatbot. So politics in India, the state government has launched a chatbot for the chatbot name is Appeal Sarkar platform, which provides a conversational access to information regarding public service management. You can search about it, you can read about it. Yes, definitely you will be able to find it out. And now coming to the last one, toy. So Hello Barbie is an internet connection version of the doll that use a chatbot provided by the company Toy Talk. Yes, so here also people are using chatbot, and this is like some amazing example. Now coming to this a framework part, right? So Microsoft Board framework, as I told you, right? So here in this particular slide, you can see. So 2013 bit.ai. So here you can see bit.ai. It's a Facebook product. API.ai. Okay, it's a Google product. Okay, now Google has acquired it, and the name has been changed to this Dialogflow. Okay, and here you can see this Louis.ai, right? So actually, it's now Microsoft Board Framework. Okay, they have changed the name. So Microsoft Louis or Microsoft Board Framework, both are fine, right? Now coming to the next one, Amazon Lex is one of the example. IBM Watson Chatterbot, it's a Python library which we use for building the chatbot, and Rasa. Okay, Rasa is a little bit different among all this because Rasa is like not that framework which is running somewhere over the cloud. You can download this library and you can build up the chatbot. So in our case, in our tutorial, we'll be talking about this Google Dialogflow. So guys, stay tuned with me in this particular video series. So I will be implementing the chatbot from very scratch. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Hello, guys. So, in this particular video, we'll be talking about a complete project architecture and the use case, right? So, guys, as I told you that we are going to build our chatbot in Google Dialogflow. So, first of all, let me write the use case. So, we are going to build a weather chatbot. Okay. So, we are going to build a weather chatbot. Okay. So guys, as I told you that we are going to build a weather chatbot with a Google Dialogflow. So let me write it down here on Google Dialog. So GDF means what? So GDF is, I think it's a Google Dialog Flow, right? So yes, we will be giving like some sort of a data, right, to our Google Dialogflow, and it will be training the model, and based on that, it will be giving me a response. Okay, so that is fine, not an issue, right? But guys, we are going to build a better chatbot. So let's suppose if I'm writing a one sentence, okay. So if I'm writing, what is a weather in Delhi? Okay. So guys, will be required a real-time data. Will be required a real-time data. So for getting a real-time data, definitely we'll have to connect our Google Dialogflow with some third-party API, right? So in our case, we'll be using one weather API, but directly we cannot connect this weather API with a Google Dialogflow. Will be required some intermediate application, right? So we are going to create that application with the help of Flask, and that Flask will be responsible for getting a data from the weather API, and will be giving back the data to my Google Dialogflow, right? So how this thing will be working? Let me show you. Right. So here is a Google Dialogflow. It will be somewhere over the cloud. I will show you how you can open your Google Dialogflow, and how you can like give the training phrases, okay, and how you can train the model, and how you can get the response, right? So guys, yes, there is a Google Dialogflow, and this Google Dialogflow will be collecting, okay, so with the Flask application. So here will be my Flask web app, right? Actually, this application will be responsible for getting a data from the weather API. Okay, so let me write it down here. So this application will be responsible for getting a data from the weather API. right? So this will be my request architecture. Okay, so this will be my request architecture, or this will be my like a request flow, right? So here let me write it down. This will be my request flow. What is this, guy? This will be my request flow, right? So we'll be writing a query, we'll be writing a message in my Google Dialog Flow. It will be sending request to my web app, and here I have written some sort of a code which will be responsible for getting a data, right? So from here I will be getting a responses. So let me write over here. So from here I will be getting the responses. Okay, response. So this is my response and request architecture, right? But guys, this a Flask web app. Okay, this Flask web app actually it will be in my local, and this Google Dialogflow somewhere will be over the cloud, right? So definitely we won't be able to connect this Google Dialogflow with this Flask application. So for that, we'll have to publish this particular API. We'll have to publish this particular app. So we are going to deploy this app over the AWS, right? So we'll be deploying this particular app, okay, over the AWS. Okay, so we'll be using the app runner service of the AWS, right? So we are going to build a weather chatbot. Yes, for sure. So we are going to build this chatbot with the help of Google Dialogflow. So we require a real-time data. So for that, we have created this response and request and for architecture. And this application we are going to deploy over the AWS, so we can make a connectivity between this GDF. GDF means Google Dialogflow, and this web application, and like we can fetch the data from this web API to this application, and from here to this Google Dialog Flow. Okay, so this will be somewhere over there. So this will be my cloud, right? And this app actually initially it was in local, and then we have deployed the cloud, right? So let me explain you this deployment steps also. Okay, we have created a complete like a CI/CD step over here. So let me write it down here. Just focus. So guys, my web app, okay, my web app somewhere it will be in my local, because I developed this application in the local now, right? So somewhere it will be in the local, in my local system. Then I push my code to the GitHub. So the app was in local. Then I push my code to the GitHub. And guys, GitHub actually provide one service. The service name is GitHub Action. Okay. So we are using this particular service, this GitHub Action service. Actually, it provides a machine. It provides a machine over the cloud where I will be building, my Docker. Okay. So what we are doing, guys? We will be building our Docker image. So let me write it down here. So we will be building our Docker image over the GitHub, okay, with the help of this GitHub action. So let me write it over here, Docker image. Now, guys, this image we will be pushing to the ECR, to my container registry. Okay, this ECR actually it's a AWS service, right? So here let me write it down. So this is the AWS service. It's a container registry. Okay, so like we are having Docker hub. Okay, we are deploying our images. Okay, so similarly we are having ECR. It's a private service of the AWS where we are going to deploy our image, where we are going to keep our image, right? Keeping our image, right? Now from this ECR, we will be deploying our image to the app runner. So here I can write app runner. App runner actually it's an AWS service. It's a deployment service the AWS, right? So here let me write it. So this is the deployment platform, deployment service of the AWS, right? So this will be my complete deployment architecture. So here we have achieved a complete CI/CD, right? So from here to here, we have achieved a complete CI, okay, CI/CD, right? So we'll be like developing our application in the local, right, the web app, and then we are going to push over the GitHub, and there will be my GitHub action. With that, we will be creating a Docker image over there in my cloud, right? And finally, we will be pushing to ECR, and from the ECR, we are deploying this particular application over the app, right? So whatever changes we are doing in our local, if we are pushing the code over the GitHub, directly it will be reflected in my endpoint URL. Okay. So I hope guys, this architecture is pretty much clear to all of you. Don't worry. Whenever I will be implementing this entire project, like I will be opening this architecture step by step. I will show you the same thing, right? So yeah, stay tuned with me. This is all about the project architecture. This is all about the business use case which we are going to develop in our video series. Okay. So yes, guys, this is for this particular video. We'll meet in a next video. Until thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Hello, guys. So welcome back to this chatbot series, and today we'll try to see a complete overview of the Google Dialogflow console. So for opening the Google Dialogflow console, you just need to type here Google Dialogflow console. Okay. So after clicking on this, after writing this Google Dialogflow, so you just need to click on this very first link. After opening this link, you will be seeing this kind of console. Okay. So yeah, this kind of a console, right? So okay, what I can do, I can log out. So yeah, so guys, you will be seeing this kind of a console, and here what you need to do, you just need to log in. Okay. So for login, you can click over here, sign in with Google, and here you can see you can use any ID, any Gmail ID or any ID, right? You can log in with that particular ID, and after logging in, okay, after logging in, you will be seeing this kind of console, right? So here in the left hand side, there is a multiple option which is responsible for creating a chatbot, and here in a right hand side, you can test your chat. Okay. So I can show you if I'm writing here, hello. So it will be responding to me, hello, right? Here you can see I have written hello, and I'm getting a response, hello, right? Here I can say, so how are you? Okay. Now see, so it is saying I didn't get, can you repeat? Okay. Because I haven't trained my chatbot on that particular sentence, so I'm not able to get a reply, right? Don't worry, I will tell you each and everything that how you can train your chatbot on your custom intent, right? Before starting with a Google Dialogflow or like a console overview, I would like to show you a documentation of the Google Dialogflow. So where you can find out the document, you just need to scroll down in the left hand side, and here you can see this is the document. Okay, so you just need to click on this one, and you will be seeing this kind of a page, right? Now Google Dialogflow is having two versions, CX and ES. CX means complex and EX means essential, right? So we'll be using throughout the course, we'll be using this essential because this CX is a paid version, and here they have written Google Dialogflow CX provide an advanced agent type suitable for large or very complex agent, right? If you are building a very complex agent, then you will be using this CX, okay, and it will be a paid. It will be giving you like some additional functionality. If you are building chatbot just for practice or just for a basic purpose, you can use this ES essential version. In my case also, I'm using this ES. So here you can see in the left hand side, so like a Google Dialogflow essential. Okay, so here essential, so in the short form we can write ES. Okay, now guys, what you need to do, just need to click on this ES. Okay, Google Dialogflow ES. So here is a complete documentation of the Google Dialogflow, and guys, they have written this document in a pretty well manner, and they have mentioned each and everything over here. So just need to go through step by step, and it's a mandatory one. So before starting your Dialogflow journey, you can reach out to this documentation, and you can read. Okay, you can read with a different component. Let me give you the complete walkthrough of this Google Dialogflow document, right? So first I'm going to be start from this agent, right? So I'm clicking over here, and let's see what is the definition of the agent. So guys, a Dialogflow agent is a virtual agent that handles a concurrent conversation between you and that particular machine, right? Machine means Google Dialog, right? So agent means, what is the agent? The agent which we are creating in a Google Dialogflow, it will be a virtual agent, virtual assistant, or we can say in a layman term that it will be a virtual person which like will be doing a conversation with you, right? So whatever you are asking, based on that it will be replied. Okay, so agent means like a agent is nothing, it's a virtual agent. Okay, it's a virtual person, right? So here is like a different option. You can see create and merge agent, pre-built agent, and versions and environment, multilingual agent, mega agent, small talk. There are many things. Okay, there are many things. So don't worry, we'll try to see each and everything in our upcoming videos. Or even I will show you the complete practical. I will try to like do a complete practical also over the Google Dialogflow console, and there I will be clarifying this each and everything. Right. Now coming to this intent part. So if I'm clicking here on this intent, right? So now let me talk about this intent because it's a very important part. So not in a Google Dialogflow, if you are going to build any chatbot, this intent will be a very important part of any chatbot, right? So the definition of the intent, what is the definition of the intent? So the intent categorize an end user intention for one conversation done. Okay, what is the meaning for this one? So guys, we were talking about the intent. So what is the intent? An intent categorized an end user intention for one conversation term. So what is the meaning for this? So let me give you one example. So I think the idea will be more clear to you. So let's suppose if I'm writing good evening. Here I'm writing good afternoon. Here I'm writing good night. Okay, so guys, are these all phrases and this all sentence is belong to this a particular word. So I can write it over here, greet. Okay, so I can classify this phrase or I can classify this sentence with this particular word. I can say, so this phrase and this sentence is belong to this like a particular word, and we'll be able to classify this sentence with the help of this word. So I can say in a layman term, okay, so this is an intention of this particular sentence. This greet is an intention of this particular sentence. If I'm saying good night, so what will be my intention? I'm greeting to someone, right? I'm greeting to someone. So yeah, I hope this intent part is clear. So don't worry, in a very detailed way, we'll try to see in our while I will be doing a practical of the Google Dialogflow. So I will show you this each and everything, right? So here in the intent also there is a multiple option. So create in create and manage intent, training phrases, action and parameter, responses, rich response message. Okay, there is a different option. So each and every option we'll try to see. Okay, now coming to the next part. So the next is what? Entities. Okay, what is an entity? So let's try to read the definition of the entities. So each intent parameter has a type called the entity type. Okay, which dictate exactly how data from an end user expression is extracted. What's the meaning of this? So whenever we are reading it, so definitely we are not able to understand anything. Let me give you one very simple example. So with that, I hope you will be able to understand. So if I'm writing here, uh, go, morning, Delhi. And here I'm writing good evening, Pune. And the third one, I'm writing good night, Mumbai, right? And here I'm writing hello, Chennai, right? So guys, this Delhi. Okay, so first of all, I would like to say that this sentences or this phrase is belong to this greet intent, right? I can write any name. Okay, so generally like good morning, good evening, hello, hi, how are you? Generally we consider in the greet. So I'm writing here greet, and I can say this is the class of this particular sentence. Okay, this will be a class for this particular sentence, right? Now here in this sentence, you can see, so I have written the city name. I have written this city name. So my city name is what? Delhi, Pune, Mumbai, and Chennai. So here I can write city equal to Delhi, Pune, Mumbai, and Chennai. So this will be my entity, and this will be a value of this particular entity. So in a layman way, in a layman term, I can say entity is nothing, it's just a variable which is holding multiple values. Okay, the same thing they have written over here. So each intent parameter has a type. So each intent parameter, so this is a parameter, or we can say it's an entity. So this like a parameter is belong to which entity? City entity. Okay, so I hope now the thing is clear. What is an entity? And let me talk about one more thing because that you will be encountering frequently. So context. Context is nothing. It's like a very very simple one. So whatever sentences I am writing or whatever sentences or phrases I am writing in my chatbot, so it should be able to generate a something based on correct context. Okay, based it will be able to classify with the correct intent, and then it will be able to generate a correct like a responses. Okay, so yes, we'll be seeing like a context also. Now this a very very like an important part, fulfillment and integration. So first we'll be talking about fulfillment, right? So what is the fulfillment? Fulfillment is nothing. If we are going to connect our Google Dialogflow with a web API, so that is called that will come inside this fulfillment. Okay, and I will show you inside Google Dialogflow console also. And integration means if we are going to connect our application, if we are going to connect our Google Dialogflow with any platform like Slack, WhatsApp, Telegram, or I would say like a Facebook, right? So whatever platform is there, we are going to connect our Google Dialogflow with those platforms. So that will comes under this integration. And here, if you will see, so you can observe one thing. So the same diagram, same architecture, which I have explained you in my previous session. Okay, so let me open that particular architecture and let me show you, right? So this particular architecture I have explained in my previous session. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are having a Google Dialogflow, right? So this Google Dialogflow we are connecting with a Flask app, and this Flask app will be responsible for collecting our data from the weather API, from third-party API or some other API, right? Now this thing we are deploying over the AWS, and yes, so this entire thing we are going to integrate with a Telegram, right? So like a Telegram or Facebook. In my introduction part also, I told you this particular thing, right? So here also in the fulfillment section, you can see the same architecture. I took inspiration from here and I like try to build my own architecture. I try to build my own system, my own like a chatbot system, right? So here, if you will see, so what we are doing, guys, tell me. This is my Google Dialogflow. Okay, and here you can see this the API means we are going to connect our Google Dialogflow with the like a Flask API, a web API, and from here or from like some external like a API or some databases, we are extracting our information, right? And here the same. So here you can see we are going to integrate our Google Dialogflow with the some like other platform, right? So Slack, WhatsApp, or like a Skype or whatever, right? So this will be one part and this will be second part. I like in my end-to-end application I integrated all the parts. So let me tell you how this thing will be working. So the first like we'll be creating a Google Dialogflow. Okay, so first I will be like opening my Google Dialogflow. I will be like training my data on top of that, and then I will be connecting this Google Dialogflow with the API. And it will be like fetching the data from the external API. Then finally, we are going to integrate our application with Telegram and Facebook. And then finally, it will be available for the end user, right? So the complete flow we are going to build in our like a this like video series. So guys, this is for this is for this particular video, and that's the thing I will be covering in my next session. So stay tuned with me. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you. Hello guys. So welcome back to this chatbot series. And now in today's session, we'll talk about a Google Dialogflow console. So in the previous session, I'd given you the complete walkthrough of the Google Dialogflow documentation. And in today's session, we'll try to implement all those things. So guys, what you need to do, you need to create an agent. Okay, I told you what is an agent. So agent is a person, or agent is a virtual person or virtual assistant which will be able to make a conversation between you and this bot, okay, and this Google Dialogflow. So for creating an agent, what you need to do, you just need to click on this create agent option. After that, you will be getting this particular screen, and here in the left hand side you can see. So like from here also you can create an agent, and I already created an agent. Here you can see my first board test weather chatbot, right? So I already created an agent for just for my practice. Okay, again I'm going to create one more agent. So for creating an agent, you just need to write a name. So I am writing here test2. This will be my agent name. And here is a few options, default language. So English, and this I will keep it by default. I will be keeping it English. And here is a time zone. I will be keeping it as a by default, and Google project. So guys, what happened whenever you are going to create any new agent? Okay, so automatically Google creates one project in the Google like a Google Cloud, right? So, or you can use existing project also. There is an option you can see. So these are the project which I already created. Like you can use any existing project also, but I will keep it by default. So I'm creating a new project. Then you can set as a mega agent, but we are creating this chatbot just for the knowledge purpose, just for the like a basic purpose, right? So we are not going to set as a mega agent. Okay, so I will be keeping each and everything as a by default, and now I'm going to create the agent. Okay, so here you can see my agent is getting created. It might take some time in your case also, right? So after creating the agent, we'll try to see a further functionality. Okay, so I'm able to create my agent, right? Now after agent, I will be creating the intent. I told you what is the intent, guys. Intent is an intention of the particular phrase, right? So here you can see by default already given two intents. Okay, so first is default fallback intent, and the second is default welcome intent. So if I'm clicking here on this default welcome intent, so Google Dialogflow already written few training phrases here, right? So few like training phrases, right? So here you can see these are the training phrases, and corresponding that like it has written responses. Okay, so here you can see, so he has written it like they have written a responses also. Okay, so these are the training phrases and these are the responses. You can check with the you can check with this intent also. Okay, so you can check with this default welcome intent also. They have written like a few they have written few. Okay, fallback intent, and these are the sentences. These are the training phrases. These are the responses, and these are the training phrases. Okay, so guys, this two intent by default Google has created. Now we can create our own intent also. So for creating our own intent, you just need to click on this create intent, right? And here you need to write an intent name. So I am writing it brief. Okay, and here I have to write the training phrases. So my training phrases will be hi, hello, hey, I can write something else. So let's suppose hello, good morning. Okay, so these will be my training phrases. Okay, now here I can write the responses. So for in responses, I can write hi, uh, hello, hello, good morning, right? So this will be my responses. Now, what I can do, I can save it. Okay, and now after saving it, okay, so after saved it, so now what I can do, I can test it. So for testing, you can check right hand side, you can write your messages here, you can write hello. Okay, you can say hello, and you will be getting some responses. So here you can see user saying hello, I'm getting response hello, good morning, and it is coming inside this greet intent. Okay, so this actually this this hello phrase is belong to this greet intent, and this is the response correspond to this intent, right? Now here, if I'm writing hi, let's see what I will be getting. I will be getting hi, good morning. If I'm writing over here, hey, let's see what I will be getting. I will be getting hello, right? So guys, this is not like a rule-based chatbot. It is a AI-based chatbot. We have given a very few sentences. Okay, so it might distract, or it might it might give us wrong answers also if we are writing a lots and lots of sentences. So it will be like giving us a correct answers, right? So we can write as many as sentences over here inside this particular intent, and we can create like a number of intents also, right? So this is all about intent, and that's the thing we'll try to see in our weather chatbot implementation. Now coming to this entity. So guys, this entity I will show you in that chatbot itself when I will be like implementing a specific use case. As of now, I'm not going to create any entity. Okay, there only I will be creating an entity, and I will show you how you can configure the entity with respect to your intents. Now coming to this knowledge base. So guys, this knowledge base is a very important part. It might be an important part because see, each and everything we cannot write over here. Each and every like intents we cannot define. There might be some FAQ, frequently asked questions. So what we can do, we can directly dump it. We can directly dump it inside Google Dialogflow. Okay, so what will happen? So we no need to write our intents for those particular question, and after writing an intent, definitely there will be a like a tag training phrases. There will be a responses. Okay, so it might be a hectic process. We can do it, but it might be a hectic process. But so directly, what we can do, we can dump these questions. We can dump this question in Google Dialogflow, and through what? Through this knowledge base. Okay, so for using this knowledge base, here you can see it is giving me this this warning. So knowledge connector is beta feature. Please enable the beta feature. So from where you can enable the beta feature, you have to click here on the setting icon. Go inside the setting icon. Okay, and here you can see enable beta features and API. Okay, so for this particular for this particular agent, you have to enable this beta feature, and then only you will be able to access the knowledge base, right? So here I can show you. Now I can open this knowledge base and now see. So it is giving me options to create a knowledge base. Okay, so for creating a knowledge base, you just need to click on this particular icon, and after clicking on that icon, you need to write our knowledge base name. So here I'm writing demo, and you need to save it. Okay, after writing the name of the knowledge base, so my knowledge base has been saved. And now what I can do, so here I can add the values, right? So here I need to create first one. Okay, so you need to click on this one, create the first one, and here you need to write a document name. So let's suppose I'm writing over here test. Okay, test, and I have to write the knowledge. I have to choose the knowledge type. So knowledge type is what? FAQ. Okay, so here is two knowledge type: FAQ, extractive question answer. So I am choosing this FAQ, frequently asked question, right? And now from where? Okay, so one more option: text HTML or text CSV. So I am using this text CSV. The knowledge, this frequently asked question, which we are going to dump in our Google Dialogflow, it will be in the form of CSV. Don't worry, I will show you, right? And now here, from where we are going to upload the file, we are going to upload the file from the local system. So you need to click over here, upload a file from the computer, and select the file. Okay, so here you can see. So what I can do, I can select my file. I kept it somewhere. Let me navigate to that file. Data science, I need on a chatbot, Google Dialogflow, this one. And here you can see, so this is the FAQ, right? So here what I need to do, I just need to create it. So it might take some time. Until what I can do, I can show you the knowledge base. Okay, I can show you that particular file, that particular CSV file, what I kept it over there. So here in the study data science, and I need on chatbot and Google Dialogflow. So guys, this is the FAQ which I created by myself, right? So here I kept a few questions and corresponding answers, right? So this is my question. So my question is what? So why choose PW skills for the data science master program? So here is the answer for this particular question, right? So guys, what we can do, we can create an intents, and in that we can write this question into a training phrase. But if this is a frequently asked question, then why we have to do this unnecessary work? If directly we can dump this question, if directly we can dump this question in the Google Dialogflow, then why that hard work is required. Okay, not at all, right? So what we can do directly, we can dump this particular question in my Google Dialogflow. And guys, one thing which you have to remember, the thing is, whenever you are writing questions and answer, no need to mention any special character between that. If you are mentioning, so Google will think, okay, so you are going to terminate that particular sentence. So guys, don't use full stop, comma, at the rate, or bracket, this, that, whatever, right? So write a simple sentences which I have written. Don't worry, this file I will give it to you, and you can take a reference from here. And here, no need to write any special character or anything between the answer, right? Now coming to the next part. So I think I'm able to create my knowledge base. So yes, let me check. Okay, so still it was doing that. Okay, again I'm going to be right in front of you. So text.html, upload file, select file, and from here I can take the FAQ and I need to create it. Okay, so guys, I'm able to create my knowledge base. So you just need to click on this one, this view details, and all the questions is here, right? So whatever question I was showing you, all the questions you can see over here, right? So for enabling this knowledge base, okay, so what you need to do, you just need to click on this demo, and here in the responses, okay, you have to add this knowledge answer and just save it. And then whatever question you are asking, so let me do one thing, let me take a question. So let's suppose I took a question from here. So this will be the question I'm going to copy this particular question and paste it, right? And now see, will I be able to get the response? Yes. So this is my response. And user saying, if in between I didn't like the course, will I get my refund? So refund will be given within 2 weeks of the joining class. Let me check. Uh, so so yes, this is the same answer which I can see over here. Now what I can do, I can take this particular question, okay, and I can paste it over here, and let's see I will be getting a correct answers or not. So if I'm putting enter, so yes, I will be getting a correct answer. So yes, my knowledge base is working. So how to create a knowledge base? I hope you got a clear cut idea. Now coming to the next part, so fulfillment part. So I told you, if I want to connect my Google Dialog Flow with the API, so we'll be using this fulfillment section. If I want to integrate my Google Dialog Flow with a different platform uh, Telegram, Slack, Google Chat, Messenger, Line, okay, Twilio, Skype, Twitter, Viber, right? So we can connect it, and here we have to use this particular section. Okay, so this I will be talking about, don't worry, once I will discuss the specific use case with the weather chatbot. In that, we'll try to integrate our a chatbot with the Telegram, right? And here is few more options, so we'll try to look into it. And let me show you one more. So small talk, okay, so you can use this small talk also. So to make your chatbot a little interesting or like little funny, so you can use this or like a particular section small talk, right? So I've shown you the intent. This is the custom thing where you can write an intent, and that you can define a different training phrases and corresponding responses. Here is a knowledge base, so here there you can dump your FAQs, okay, no need to like create an intent, unnecessary work, okay. And here is one more thing, small talk. So small talk actually it gives you like a few questions, and you can write a corresponding answer. So let's suppose, who are you? So I Iron Man. Okay, so just for the fun. Okay, so you can write a correct answer, whether you are right like a something funny or whatever, right? So how old are you? So why should I tell you? Okay, so this kind of answers you can write, and you can save it. And okay, so you are annoying? Yes, I am pro. Okay, so yes, you can write it. And finally, you just need to save, and let's see what I will be getting. So if I want to like talk my chatbot, if I want to talk with my virtual assistant based on my whatever information I have given. Okay, so here I'm writing hi. So what my chatbot will be saying? Okay, hi. That's fine. If I'm saying hello, uh, good morning, sir. Let's see what I will be getting. So it is saying hi. Okay, that's it. Right now, what I can do, I can write, will you be assist me regarding course? So it will be saying, so yes, the course is designed. So I'm getting answers from my knowledge base, right? Here I can write. So is it correct? Input. Now let's see what it will be giving me, what the answer I will be getting. It is saying what was that, because by default it is going inside this particular intent, the intent name. So this is my like a sentence which I told, and here you can see it is giving me a default responses, and it is falling back in this intent. Okay, so by default fallback intent. Okay, so it is choosing this particular intent. And yes, this is pretty amazing. So I can say over here, you are annoying. Okay, you are annoying. And let's see what I will be getting. So I will be getting here, yes, I am bro. Really? So I can say really. So he's saying like agreed. Okay, so I can say over here, who are you? Okay, so who are you? So what I will be getting, let's see. So say one more time. Okay, that's great. It's a real conversation, I think. So it is giving me answer. I'm Iron Man. Okay, that's great then. Okay, that's uh, great. Now here you can see it is okay. I know, right? Fine. So these are kind of a conversation you can make. And guys, this is not a rule-based chatbot. This is an AI-based chatbot. So as much as data you will be providing, it will become smarter. As of now, you can see few of the question, few of the pattern is not able to get because I haven't provided that much data. I just like a check with a few data. I just shown you with respect to like few trading phrases and all. So as much as data you will be using, it will become a more smarter, right? So yeah, this is what I had to discuss for this particular video. In next video, we'll try to implement our weather chatbot. So stay tuned with me, and we'll see you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead. Thank you. Hello guys, so welcome back to this chatbot series, and now in this video we'll try to implement our weather chatbot. In our previous video, I have shown you how to create an intent, how to create an agent, how to create a knowledge base, small talk. I have given you like an entire walkthrough of the Google Dialog Flow console. Now in this video, we'll try to build a specific bot that will be a weather chatbot. So for that, I'm going to start from a very scratch. So you just stop. First thing, what you need to do, you need to create an agent. So for creating an agent, what you can do, you can click here, and here is the option for creating an agent, and here you can write the agent name. So my agent name will be my weather board. Okay, I will keep all the functionality by default on. I'm not going to touch anything, and then I will like create a I will create my agent. Okay, so here you can see like it is working, and it might take some time, guys. If you are creating agents, then it might take like 1 or 2 minutes or more than that as well. Okay, so okay, so guys, here you can see my agent is ready. Okay, so now what we can do, we can create an intent over here, and for creating an intent, you just need to click over here for creating create intent. Okay, and here you can already see. So this dialog flow has given me two intents. So first is default fallback intent, and the second is default welcome intent. Right. So I am going to create one more intent over here. So here, okay, first I will show you with a demo intent, right? So I'm going to create an intent, greet. Okay, you can write any name. There is not an issue, right? So here, what I can do, I can give some phrases. I can write hi, hello, hey, yeah, how are you, how are you, right? So these kind of a training phrases you can write over here. Now you can write a corresponding responses. The respondent, you can write hello, hi, uh, hey, something like this. Okay, so you added a responses, and now you can save it, and let's see how this chatbot will work. Okay, now you just need to click on this done, and finally it is done. And if here, if I can write hi, okay, so I am getting hi, okay, and it is going inside this greet intent, right? Guys, this is not a like a this is not a rule-based chatbot. It is an NLP-based chatbot. So whatever sentences, whatever data we are passing, so it is taking that data as a training data set, and and it is training our model. Right now, what I can do, I can write something. So here that I can write hello, and let's see what I will be getting. I'm getting hi. Okay, and here you can see. So my intent is what? My intent is greet. Okay, here right hand side you can see. You can check. Right now, guys, I'm going to create one more intent. So for creating one more intent, I need to click here, and my intent name will be what? My intent name will be ask whether. Okay, so this will be my intent name, and here I will be writing a few training phrases for asking the weather. So my first phrase, which what I can write, so I can write how is the weather, right? Now the second I can write what is the weather today. Okay, now I can write may I know the weather, or I can write over here tell me about the weather. Okay, so guys, you can write anything, you can write any sentence, anything, whatever is coming in your mind. Okay, so it the sentences came in my mind regarding to like asking whether I have written these sentences. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to write a corresponding responses. So here I can write a response. So let's suppose I'm writing over here I weather is fine. Okay, so the response will be what? Weather is fine. Or I can write over here weather is good. Okay, now what is the next step? I just need to save it. So if you are going to create any intent, so first after creating an intent, you need to save it, otherwise it won't be working. And here you can see the description. So when a user says something similar to training phrase, Dialogflow match it to the intent, and you don't have to create an exhaustive list. Okay, because it's not a rule-based intent. Okay, it's not a rule-based chatbot. It's a NLP-based chatbot. So whatever data we are providing to this particular Google Dialogflow, it will be reading the pattern from there, right? And now see, if I'm writing over here, uh, tell me about weather. Okay, so what I'm getting, guys, here, if I'm writing over here, tell me about weather, so I'm getting say one more time. Okay, is not able to get it, so let's say one more time. So weather. Okay, so here I can write tell me about weather one more time, and let's see what I will be getting. So okay, so I think I have given a wrong sentence. Let's see one more time. So here you can see, so it is saying can you say it again. Okay, so okay, let me write it over here. May I know about weather. So let's see what I will be getting here. It is saying weather is fine. Okay. Again, I can ask something over here. So what is the weather? What is the weather? Let's see what I will be getting here. So here I'm getting weather is fine. Is this sentence. I haven't given this sentence. Okay. So over here, so you can see what is the weather. Okay. I have given what is the weather today, but still I'm able to get the answer. Now again, I can ask over here. Tell me about weather. Okay, now let's see what I will be getting here. I'm getting weather is good, right? So you can ask anything. Okay, so you can write any sentences, not not this one only. So over here, let's see. So what I can write. Okay, I can write over here. Show me about weather. Okay, so let's see what I will be getting here. So I am getting weather is fine. Or still, the sentence was not here in my trading phrases, but it's like getting answer. Okay, weather is fine, and it is showing me this one ask intent. Okay, it is going inside this one ask weather intent. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now guys, what we can do, so we can create a knowledge base also. I think I told you, right? So what is a knowledge base, and why we should create a knowledge base? Because each and every intent we cannot write a multiple training phrases, because there must be like some question. Those questions will be FAQ, frequently asked question. So for that, like a pattern, we can create a knowledge base. Okay, so like if we are going to create our intent for each and every question, so it might be a little hectic, or especially for the FAQ. So they have given one like a feature over here, knowledge base. There we can upload our data directly. There we can upload our like a question answer directly, and we will be able to get the answers. Okay, let's see how we can do it. So here it is saying knowledge base container, connector is beta feature. Please enable beta feature. So for this one, for the knowledge base, we'll have to enable the beta feature. How we can do it? So for that, you just need to click here. Okay, so scroll down. After scroll down, you can see here is an option for enabling the beta feature. So enable the beta feature and save it, right? So now guys, again, you need to click over here on this on knowledge base, right? And here you can see, so I have to create my knowledge base. So you have to write any name. So here I can write whether uh, WATHER knowledge base. Okay, KB means knowledge base, right? And I'm saving it, and yes, it is done. Now what I can do, I can create my first document inside this particular knowledge base. See how it will be looking like. So it will be looking like this. Okay, okay. So already I had created, so like a weather KB. Okay, so it created 2 times. We don't worry, like not an issue. We can delete one. Okay, so for deleting, what you need to do, first you need to select it. You need to disable it. Okay, after disable, you can delete this one. So here you can see I'm deleting it, this first one. Now here is my knowledge base. This is my knowledge base, right? So click on this one, click on this. Okay, so just click here, go back, right? And here you can see I am just having my one knowledge base. Okay, whatever I had created recently. Now click on this one, like a weather base, create a first document. Okay, you need to create a first document. So you can write any name for this document. So I can write the name weather FAQ, right? So knowledge type will be what? FAQ. Okay, so there is two options: accepted question answer and FAQ. So I'm choosing this one, FAQ, right? Now here you can see, so in which format you are going to upload the FAQs. So I am going to upload FAQ in the CSV format, and from where you are going to upload. So any like a bucket link or any URL or any or like something from your local system. So I'm going to upload from my local system. So you just need to select file, and here I have already created a file FAQ. Guys, this is very important thing. If you are giving any other name apart from this FAQ, it won't be accept. Okay, so it will generate the error. So better you can write this FAQ. Okay, so file name should be only FAQ, right? Now what you need to do, you just need to create the a knowledge base. So it is working, as you can see here in the right hand side. And guys, it might take some time. It might get 1 minute, 2 minutes, or if your knowledge base is too huge, okay, so in that case it might take more than that, right? So here it is, you can see it is giving me error. Okay, now what I can do, again I can give the try. Okay, now again I can try, and let's see I will be able to create or not, right? So just wait. So guys, here I'm able to create my knowledge base. If you want to check your knowledge base, so what you need to do, you just need to click on this view detail, and you will be able to see your each and every question, right? So here I kept a few FAQ with respect to the weather. So you can like add more questions, right? So here you can see, so the first question, what source of climate information is available? So the answer is the World Meteorology Organization is specialized agency of the United Nations responsible for promoting international cooperation on atmospheric science, like climatology, hydrology, and geophysics, right? So these are the like a responses which I am able to see, right? So questions and answer, right? So here you can see. So if I'm like taking any questions from here, let's suppose if I'm taking this question, and this question, if I'm taking and I'm pasting over here, let's see. Will I be able to get the answer or not? So here it is saying no, it is not able to generate the answer. Why? Let me show you why. Okay, so from here you just need to go back, and here what you need to do, you have to add the response. Okay, in the response automatically it will be considering this one, this knowledge answers, right? Now you just need to save it. After saving, if you're giving any question, let's see, now if I'm giving any question here, right? Now see if I will able to, yes, so now I'm able to get the answers over here with respect to this particular question, right? So user says what source of climate information are available. So this is the corresponding answer. We can check with any other answers also. So let's suppose if I'm saying what make raindrops tear shaped. Okay. So here I can jumble also. So here like if I'm giving this particular question, so here you can see this is the answer. Now here it is saying me where can I get information on a specific major storm, right? So here if I'm saying hi, okay, so let's try to start the conversation from scratch. So if I'm saying hi, so it is saying hi, hello, okay. So it is saying if I say how are you, so it will be giving me answer. I didn't get. Can you repeat? So I can write over here how are you. So here as you can see, like I missed that, say that again because I haven't like configured this particular thing. Okay, so I will say okay, leave. So leave, just tell me, leave, just tell me about the weather. So let's see what I will be getting here. So it is saying weather is good, right? So like this, you can make a conversation. And here like a few FAQ. So let's suppose like a few FAQ I have dumped inside the knowledge base. So let's suppose if I'm asking, okay, so where I can get the weather information, where I can get weather information, right? Now see what I will be getting here. So here you can see, so this is my answer. And actually this was not actually my question. My question was different, but here I have written some other question and it is able to read the pattern from my FAQ. On top of this one, I trained my model and here is the answer in front of you. Okay. So now I think you believe that this is a NLP based bot. Okay. Now what we can do, we can add few more things. We can add like a small talk over here. So I want to like my chatbot little funny, okay, little bitty, whatever. So here I can say, so okay, so I can add this one. Let's suppose if I'm saying bye bye, so I can say bye, bye, bye. Okay. Now here I can say good morning. So I can write over here good evening with respect to this one. Okay. Now here I can say good morning, hi, good morning. So here I mention this sentences with respect to this one. I can mention good night, right? So guys, this is small talk, right? This is small talk like hi, hello, good evening, good night. Even you no need to write inside the intent. You can mention inside the small talk as well. There I just have there I just shown you the there I just shown you the like example. But yes, that ask whether intent definitely will have to create because it is not available over here, and that's the custom intent. And with respect to custom intent, how to create it, I have given you the particular example, right? So going forward, we'll try to see many things with respect to that, right? Now here, how are you? So I can write over here, I am good. Okay, so something like this, and this will be the first one. Now I can check with the second one about the agent. Who are you? I am a boy, right? Now here, how old are you? Why should I tell you? Why should I tell you? So something like this. Anything you can write, and yes, I am. So here I can write yes, I am. No, I want. No, I want. So just like you can like make a funny conversation over here. So now what you need to do, you need to save it, and finally we'll try to talk with our bot from script. Right now here, what I can do, I can write hi. So it is saying hello, hi, right? I would say good morning, good morning, and it will be saying, sorry, what was that? Okay, so I can write again. I said, good morning. Okay, let's see what I will be getting. What was that? Okay, I would say, okay, leave. So just tell me about weather, right? So here it is saying weather is good. Okay, I would say that's great. Right, so that's great. Now it is generating. I didn't get. Can you repeat? I would say, okay, you are very annoying. Okay, you are very annoying. Let's see what I will be getting. One more time. Okay, that's great. I said you are annoying. So I said you are annoying. Now here you can see. So it is saying what was that? Maybe like it is not able to okay, so I need to enable it. Sorry, I didn't enable. And now here you can see if I am saving now maybe like it will be working. So if I'm saying I said you are annoying, so definitely it will be able to generate yes I am. Okay, so like this you will be able to make a conversation with your chatbot. I hope guys this agent, intent, and knowledge base. And this small talk part is clear to all of you. Now in the next video, okay, now in the next video, we'll try to create an entity with respect to this particular intent. And I will give you the clear-cut example, clear-cut idea that what is the meaning of this entity, and we'll try to implement from very scratch. So until guys, thank you, bye-bye. Thank you for watching this video. We'll meet you in the next session. Thank you, bye-bye. Have a great day ahead. Take care. Hello guys, so welcome back to this chatbot series, and in today's session we're trying to talk about how to create an entity. So in my previous class, I have shown you how to create like an intents, how to create a knowledge base, how to configure this as small talk, and now guys, what we'll do, we'll try to learn how to create the entity with respect to the particular intent, right? So in my previous session, I've created this intent. The intent name was ask weather, right? Guys, what do you think? If I'm writing here, tell me about weather. Okay. So here, if I'm writing, tell me about weather. So the answer is what? So the answer is what? Answer is weather is good, right? So if I'm writing here, okay, tell me about weather in Pune, right? So Pune is a city, and if I'm asking like what is the weather in Pune, so it is saying Pune, weather is fine, right? Now if I'm writing here, may I know weather in Indore, right? Now let's see what I will be getting. So I will be getting weather is fine. But guys, what do you think? It's a correct answer? No, right? Because if I'm writing, may I know whether in Indore or may I know whether in Pune, so I want some specific result. I don't want this like a generic answer, right? If I'm writing, may I know whether, so it is saying weather is fine. If I'm saying, may I know whether is Indore or whether is Bhopal, whether is Pune, or whether in Delhi, it is saying weather is good, weather is fine. But it is not giving us a specific result, a specific answer, right? So for that, what we'll have to do? So for that, we'll have to create an entity, and with respect to that particular city, we'll have to fetch the weather from some third-party API, from some weather API. How to do that? Let me show you, right? So the first what we'll try to do, we'll try to create an entity, right? For creating an entity, what you can do, you can come in, you can click over here, entity, okay? Now here you need to write on, so here there is two options, custom entity and system entity. System entity, actually already this Google Dialogflow has given to us. If I will type over here sys.city, right? So you will be able to find out those you will be able to find out that particular entity, right? Don't worry, I will show you where you can find it out, right? Now guys, here I'm going to create a custom entity. So for creating an entity, first I need to write the name of the entity. So my entity name, what? My entity name will be city, right? So here, or city name. Over here, I can write city name, right? Now, guys, here you can see there is an option, different option. Define synonyms, regular expression entity, allow automated expansion, fuzzy matching, right? So I'm choosing this one, defining synonyms, and here I'm writing a name. So let's suppose here I'm writing Delhi. Okay. So Delhi, actually, guys, see, someone said Delhi, someone says Delhi. Okay, you know, right? Delhi, or someone says like New Delhi, right? So here I'm writing new, D-E-L-D-E-L, okay, new, D-E-L-H-I, right? So someone says New Delhi. So there might be many names. Okay, there might be Delhi, New Delhi. These are synonyms. Okay, I can close it. I can go because already I written Delhi over here. Okay, so I'm going to delete it, right? So Delhi might be Delhi or New Delhi. It's a synonyms. So same if I'm writing here Mumbai. Okay, so Mumbai can be what? Mumbai can be Bombay. Okay, so here I can write synonyms. Let's suppose Mumbai can be Bombay. Mumbai can be Bombay. Okay, Bombay, something like this, right? So here I can write the synonyms, and it will be able to identify. If I'm writing like a Bombay, so it will come under inside the city name only. I told you, na, city. What is a city name? City name is the entity. City name is a variable which is holding like multiple values, right? It's the same. So here, if I'm writing, let's suppose if I'm writing Pune. Okay, so Pune. So yes, Pune will be Pune, or I can write Pune. Many people say Pune. I will go Pune. Okay, so here I can write Pune. Okay, so Pune, whatever. Now coming to the next one. So let's suppose if I'm writing here a Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore. So Bangalore will be Bengaluru, as you know, right? So here I can write Bengaluru, right? So here I can write, let's suppose, Kolkata. Okay. Now Kolkata might be a Calcutta. Okay. Calcutta. So these are the cities name. Okay. These are the city name which I have written over here. Now, yes, what I can do, so I can save it and I can close it. Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore is already there. Now this is my entity name and here is my entity's value and this is the synonyms of the entity. Now I'm going to save it, right? And yes, I saved this entity name. Now again, I have to go back to my intent, right? So here is my intent and my intent is what? Ask whether. So here I have written, like I haven't written any like a city. Okay. So let me write a few sentences. If I'm saying, tell me about weather in Pune. Okay. Or if I'm writing over here, may I know weather in, may I know weather in Delhi. Okay. Or if I'm writing over here, what is the weather in Mumbai? All right. So here you can see I have written few content. Now guys, uh, automatically it is giving me some suggestion. Actually, this Google Dialogflow already provides some sort of entities where they have kept like a multiple values. Okay, so here it is suggesting me this GeoCity parameter, this one. Okay, entity name is what? System GeoCity. If I will click now, see. So if I will click on this one, Mumbai. So here it is saying me GeoCity, right? So you can take this one, GeoCity, and in this particular entity, in this particular variable, they kept all the values, all almost like more than 150 countries or 150 like more than that. Okay, so you can check with the documentation what is the value, the exact number. So these all are like a predefined entities, sys entity. I was showing you now here. Let me show you. Let me save it first. Okay, so after saving, okay, intent save. Now see, if I will show you entities and here system entity, right? So GeoCity is there and like a many entity. If you will hover the mouse now over on top of that, you will be able to find out, right? Now what I can do, I have to keep my like entity over here, right? So here I can write city name. So here you can see this my city name, my like entity. So I am keeping it, right? And for the Delhi also, okay. For the Delhi also, let's suppose this my city name, and for the Pune also, okay. Here you can see for the Pune. So here you can write. So I can write over here city name, right? So I'm able to set. Okay, Mumbai also set Mumbai, Delhi, Pune, right? So this will be what, guys? This will comes under in my city name, right? Okay, I think you got it. Now, guys, okay, it was Pune. Yes, it's Pune, right? Okay, so guys, Mumbai, Delhi, Pune. Now, what I can do, I can save it. And here you can see I'm able to save it. Now, guys, if I'm writing here, okay, so if I'm writing, so what is the weather in Pune, right? So let's see what I will be getting. I will be getting here. The weather is fine. Okay. If I'm saying, tell me about weather, weather in Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai. Let's see what I will be getting. I'm getting weather is fine. But guys, one thing. Okay, I created like a training phrases. I created an entity. I like schedule the entity over here. I given okay. I'm saying okay. So this Mumbai actually it will comes under inside the city name. So guys, what do you think? Without this like if I am writing like city name, okay, so here you can see, so it should give a precise information, definitely, right? Or let's suppose here I'm writing a city name, but let's suppose if I'm writing something without city name also, so weather is fine. Okay, now see what I'm getting a same response. So if I'm writing with the city name or without city name, I'm getting a both like same answer over here. This is not like a correct one. So what I will do, I will keep it mandatory. Okay, for that one, what you will have to do, so you will have to required city name. If in this intent, okay, if you are not writing a city name, if we are not writing a city name, so actually this intent will give you the error. So city name will be a required for this particular intent. How? Let me show you. So here you just need to click on this one, this required option, and here you can write the prompt also. So the prompt, let's suppose if I'm over here, I'm writing, please write a city name. Okay. So I kept it mandatory. Okay, I did it mandatory over here. Now yes, I'm going to close it, and here I make it required. Okay. Now what I will do here, let's suppose if I'm writing what is the weather. So it is giving me a, okay, it is giving over here weather is good. Okay, let me save it over here after required. Now again, if I'm saying tell me about weather. So let's see what I will be getting. So here guys, see, I'm getting please write a city name. Because see, if I'm writing a city name, it is saying weather is fine. If I'm not writing a city name, it is saying weather is fine. In both cases, it's saying weather is fine. It should not be happen, na? If I'm not writing a city name, okay, so actually for getting a weather, city name is mandatory. Until that will be a generic like a sentence. Okay, so for weather, city name is mandatory. And whenever like will provide the city name, it should provide a specific information. How we will get it? I will show you that. Okay, how to fetch the information from the third party API, right? Now, guys, if I'm writing over here, tell me about weather. See, it is saying, please write a city name because I made it required. Okay, and if I'm saying, may I know weather in Indore. Okay, now see, what I will be getting here, I will be getting, please write a city name, right? So I think like Indore was not in our city. Okay, that's why the city name actually the entity which we have defined now here Indore was not there. See in this custom one. Don't worry. I can add Indore over here, right? So I can add Indore and I can keep it. Okay, so I'm going to save it, not an issue, right? So as many as city, you can keep it over here and you will be getting a response with respect to that, right? Now, if I'm asking, tell me about about weather, okay, weather in Mumbai, right? So let's see if I'm typing this one. So it is saying, okay, I written Mumbai. Okay, so let tell me about weather in Mumbai, and here you can see we are getting weather is fine, right? So I hope this thing is clear to all of you how to create an entity, how to make it required, and here you can see we are passing questions and corresponding that we are getting a responses. Okay, so guys, that's it for this particular video. And in the next video, we'll try to see how to fetch a real-time information with respect to the sentence, with respect to a particular city. So yeah, thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great day ahead. We'll meet you in the next session. Until bye-bye. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye. Hello guys, so welcome back to this chatbot series. In this video, we'll try to see how we can connect our Google Dialogflow chatbot with a web API. So we are going to create a web API with the help of Flask. So we'll see how we can connect this chatbot, this Google Dialogflow with that Flask application. And why we are doing it? Because we want to fetch our real-time data. In my previous video, I have shown you how to create intents for the weather chatbot, how to configure the small talk, how to configure the knowledge base. Okay, and I was talking about the entities also, right? So each and everything I talked about in my previous session, right? You can go and check with that session, and then you can continue with this particular video, right? So for connecting this Google Dialogflow with the web API, we'll have to take a few steps. So first of all, we'll have to create a web API. We'll have to create the Flask application, right? What I can do, let me show you this particular architecture, which I shown you when I was explaining you the complete end-to-end architecture and the overview of the particular a use case, right? So here you can see I took the GDF. Okay, GDF means Google Dialogflow, and that GDF I'm connecting with the Flask. Okay, and that Flask will be able to will be able to fetch the data from the weather API, right? So here on this Flask, first we'll try to develop this Flask in local, and then we'll try to upload this we'll try to deploy this Flask application over the AWS, right? So here you can see, so we are going to create this Flask application, and guys, we'll try to upload the code over the GitHub. So I will be creating the GitHub repo as well, right? So first what I can do, I can create my GitHub repo. So for creating a GitHub repo, you just need to open your GitHub, right? Go inside your repositories and click on this new, right? So after this, you will be getting this particular page. You have to write your GitHub repo name. So over here, I'm writing my weather board. Okay, so this will be my GitHub repo, and here you can see, so you can keep it public, you can make it as a private also, you can add readme file, you can like add git ignore, you can choose a license. Okay, there are many license. You can add git ignore file, you can choose Python over here, and you can use this particular file, right? Now create repository. So after creating a repository, here you can see you will be getting few commands, right? So how to use this command, I will show you. So one more thing I will try to do. So I will create one folder in my local system, right? So what I will do, I will create a folder. So my folder name will be my weather board, right? And this folder I am going to open in my VS Code. Okay, so I'm going to open this particular folder in my VS Code, and here you can see I am able to open. So this is a folder, my weatherboard. Okay, what I can do, I can close it and again I can open. So right click on this particular one and you can click on this open with VS Code, right? So here you can see I'm able to open the folder, right? Now inside this one, I can keep something, I can create a file. So I'm going to create a file. So my file name will be app.py, right? And I'm creating one more file. So I will be creating over here requirement, requirements requirements.txt. Okay, so requirement file and as well as app.py file. This is though both file I have created over here because I am going to create the Flask application, right? Okay, now guys, I want to push this particular like a files or this particular folder in my GitHub. Okay, so for that, what you can do, you can open the terminal, right? So here you can see you can open the terminal, and now after opening the terminal, so here you can see this is my terminal. Now you have to write over here git init. Okay, you are initializing git repository. Here you can see the same command, this one, first git init, and then you need to add the readme file. So there is no readme file, I can add it. Okay, not an issue. I can create a readme file, read, okay, and readme.md. MD means markdown, right? So this is my readme file. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to add this file. So git add dot means entire file, and if you are writing any specific file name, so it will be adding only that specific file, right? So git add dot. Okay, so first I initialize the GitHub repo and then I am writing git add dot. Now the next thing is what I have to do, I have to commit it, right? So git commit, and this will be my first commit, right? So let me copy and paste it over here. Yes, I am able to commit. Now here what I need to do, I need to select the main branch because by default the branch might be master. Okay, so here I am. Okay, so what I can do, so here you can see, okay, now I have to copy this command, this grid branch -m, and now I am going to, okay, now I am able to add it. Okay, after this one, guys, after this one, I have to add the origin. So git remote add origin. Okay, I have to add the remote origin. Okay, because I have to upload my code. I have to update my code in the like GitHub repo, right? So for this one, this will be the command. I'm going to copy and paste. Yes, I'm able to add the origin, right? And now finally we have to push the code, right? So we have to push the files and folder whatever I have created. Now let's see I'm able to do it or not. So here you can see I'm able to do it. So now what you can do, you can open it and you can refresh it. You can do a hard refresh, and here you can see my requirement file, app.py file, and readme file, right? So what we did, we created a folder in my local. I opened this is my folder. I opened in my this one VS Code, right? And this folder, this files and folder, whatever I created, I'm pushing those things in my GitHub repo. So here you can see I created one GitHub repo, and I'm like writing all the codes and all over here, right? Now what will be my next step? So here I have to create an environment because I have to install like many libraries. So for this application, so here I'm going to create one environment. The environment will be a conda environment. Okay, so for creating a conda environment, you can write conda create. Here I can write conda create -p, and the environment name is my weather board, right? My weather board. And here you can see, so I need to write a Python version. I'm using Python 3.7, right? And here you can write this -1, right? So now see, I'm able to create the environment, and it is creating an environment. And guys, one more file I will be adding over here. The file name will be git.ignore. Okay, So because this environment I cannot push in my GitHub repo because the size of this environment will be very huge. Okay, so I'm not going to push this environment in my GitHub. So for that, what I will do, I will try to create one more file. So my file name will be what? My file name will be .gitignore. So with the touch command, we can create a file. So git.ignore, right? Now here you can see we are able to create a file. Left hand side, you can see this one. And now here, what I am writing this, the name of this uh, environment. Okay, so I mentioned the name of the environment. Here you can see my weather board, right? So what I need to do, I need to save it, or you can enable this auto save also, right? So here you can see you can enable this auto save, so automatically it will be saved. Okay, so we have created .gitignore and .py readme require.txt, and this is my environment, okay, in this particular location. Now what I need to do, I need to activate this environment. So for activate this environment, you need to write a simple command. So the command will be what, guys? Tell me. So the command will be, let me write the command. So command will be source activate, and you need to write the environment name. So environment name is what? My weather board. Let's see, we are able to. Okay, so it is saying it is not able to find it out. Let me give the current file directory and let's see. Okay, so I'm able to activate my environment, and here you can see this is my environment. You can check also. You can write it over here. You can write conda env list. Okay, so conda env list, and here will be like a multiple environment which you are getting, and this is my environment, my weather board. Okay, so this is the particular environment which I have created for this application. Right now, what I can do, guys, I can write a Flask application. Right, I can write a Flask application. So over here you will be able to see. So for that, I have to import few libraries. So these are the libraries which I need to import for the Flask application. And here you can see we are importing this Flask request make response OS JSON Flask code. From Flask course, we are going to import this cross and course and cross origin, right? So these are the library which we are importing. Now I'm going to write my very first application. So for that, I will have to write over here Flask, and so I will have to create an object of this Flask, and here I am passing this name variable. This name is nothing. Here I can mention. So what I can do, I can write over here if name equal to main, right? So if name equal to main, and then we can run the and dot a run. Okay, so that's it. Now here you can see we can mention the port also. Let's suppose on 5000 port. Actually by default it run on this particular port only, right? So app.run host is this one and port is this, right? I hope till here everything is fine, everything is clear. Now I have to create a route, right? So my route, I'm going to create my home route. So here app dot I need to create a route, and here I need to pass the at the rate, right? So here you can see I need to pass the at the rate app dot route, and I'm going to create the route for the I would say for the home URL, right? So here you can see for the home this is the route which we are able to create. And now here I'm writing a function. So my function name will be what? So my function name will be def dot index, right? Now in this function I'm going to return. So I'm going to return. So here I can write like a web app, okay, web app with class, okay, web app with Python Flask, or something like that I can return. Okay, I hope it is making sense for all of you, right? So here I created a home route. This is my home route, and here I test the function, and there is my function. Okay, now what I need to do, guys, I need to check it, I need to run it. So for that, I am going to run this particular file, right? How you can run it? Here you can write, you can check first. Okay, so file is available. Yes, file is available. Now you can write over here python.py, right? And here you will be able to find out that yes, okay, so it is saying no module Flask, so we need to import the Flask, right? So guys, what I can do in the requirement.txt, I can keep the Flask. Okay, now let me give you the correct version, which version we're gonna use, because it might be like a little tough. Okay, so these are the library which we are going to install or which we are going to download, right? So here I mentioned the versions and the library, right? So here you can see these are the versions of this particular libraries, and I will let you know what why we are using this much library, and what is the meaning for like each and every library. Most of the library like request, this Gunicon request, okay, and this URL 3 and this one Jinja, Flask course, Certify. So this is like with respect to this Flask content. Okay, now what I can do, I can write over here pip install -r. Okay, I can write -r requirements.txt. Okay, now I will be able to install my all the library, whatever library is there. Okay, so it might take some time, and let's install it. So here you can see it it's started to download, and yeah, it is downloading. Okay guys, so here you can see I'm able to install my all the library. It is saying like some sort of error. Don't worry, we'll try to see if I will be getting any error going forward. Now what I can do, I can clear it, and after this one, I can write Python .p1, and let's see. Yes, so my app is running. I need to click on this one, and here you can see I'm getting web app with Flask application, right? Web app with Flask, Python Flask, right? So we are successfully able to run this Flask, right? Here you can see. So whatever message we are going to write here, right? So we are able to return successfully. So I hope till here everything is fine, everything is clear. Now what I can do, I can I can commit this one to my like to my GitHub. Okay, so the same code, and yes, for that what I need to do, guys, I just need to write. Okay, I can open a new terminal here, and here I need to activate the source first. Source activate, and here I can write out and weather bot, right? My weather bot. Now, okay. So after this one, see, I just need to write here git add dot and git commit -m flask created, right? And then git push -u origin main, right? Now see, I'm able to push my code, and you can check with my GitHub repo as well. So here, if I will refresh it, so you will be able to find out all the requirements, whatever I kept it over there, and all the code, whatever I have read, whatever I have written in my application. So yes, I hope this thing is clear to all of you. So yes, like in the next session, we'll try to create we'll try to write a code for fetching a data from the live weather API. I will show you how this Google Dialogflow response look like, right? How you can like call this particular API from the Google Dialogflow. But before that, we'll try to test it in our local. So yeah, guys, that is it from my side. In the next video, we'll try to talk a few more things. So thank you guys, thank you for watching this particular session. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Take care. Hello guys, welcome back to this chatbot series, and now in today's video we'll try to see how to collect a real-time weather data. So in the previous video I have shown you how to create a Flask API, right? Now in this video we'll try to write a few method for collecting a live weather data from the weather API. For that we are using Open Weather Map API. I will show you how to connect with that API for collecting a live weather data. But before gathering the data, I would like to explain you the request structure of the Google Dialogflow. As I told you in this particular architecture, let me open the architecture. So in this architecture, guys, as I told you that we are requesting from the Google Dialogflow, and the request is coming to the Flask API, and the Flask API will be responsible for uh, gather a real weather data, right? But guys, I told you this Flask application is running in my local. So to hit the request from GDF, means from the Google Dialogflow to this local, it is not possible. For that, we'll have to deploy our application to some cloud application, to some cloud service, right? So what I'm doing, I'm hitting my Flask API just for the testing. I'm hitting my Flask API from the Postman. Okay. and then I will deploy my application, and then finally I will be hitting directly from the Google Dialogflow. But before hitting my API from the Postman, I would like to show you the request structure of the Google Dialogflow, right? So guys, here, as you can see in the Google Dialogflow, so this is my Google Dialogflow, guys, right? So here we have created an intent. So the intent name was ask whether, and inside intent we have written a multiple phrases, multiple training phrases, right? Now guys, here you can see in the right hand side. Okay, so if we are writing something, so let's suppose if I'm writing, tell me about the weather in Delhi. Okay. So this is my sentence. And here you can see what I'm getting. I'm getting weather is fine. But this is a generic answer. I don't want this answer. I want a precise answer. I want a specific answer, right? So for that, I will have to connect this Google Dialogflow with the Flask API, and Flask API will be gathering the data from the from the weather API, live weather data, right? But as I told you, that Flask application available inside local. So what I'm doing right as of now, I'm hitting my API, I'm hitting my Flask API via Postman. Okay, so I will tell you, don't worry, what is the Postman? I will give you like clear cut like understanding regarding Postman also, how to use it, how to download it, each and everything. Okay, but before that, let me tell you the request structure. So right hand side, guys, just scroll down till last, and you can see the diagnostic info. Maybe like it is not visible over here because of my this video, right? Now here you can see, if once you will click on this diagnostic info, you will be seeing this structure. Okay, complete request structure, request and response structure. So what you can do, you can just copy it, the complete one, and you can open the JSON viewer. Okay, because it's a JSON object, right? Now what I can do, I can pass it over here inside the JSON viewer over here, and now I can format it, right? Now over here you can see, so this is a complete JSON object, and inside this one, I think you are able to see, so city name, right? So city name is Delhi. Now response ID, query result, query text. What I asked to my Google Dialogflow, I asked this thing, right? So this thing, this was my question, and here you can see it is extracting the parameters. It is extracting the parameters from my query. So the parameter, actually the parameter was city name, you know, right? So I given the like entity, I created an entity, then I marked this Delhi as an entity. Okay, the entity will be what? City name, right? So it is coming inside this parameter key, right? So parameter will be what? City name. And if we want like real-time information with respect to any city, so definitely the city name will be required, right? So from here, I have to fetch the city name, right? So what I'm doing, I'm copying this entire like a JSON object, and I'm pasting over here inside the Postman, right? So here you can see, so this is what, guys, this is my Postman, right? So I'm pasting this entire request over here, sorry, entire object over here in my Postman, right? Now guys, what is this Postman? Actually, Postman is a software which we use to hit the API, right? So whether like it's a, we have deployed our application over the cloud, we can hit that URL, we can hit the URL in our local also, right? We can hit like our URL in a different form, right? So we can send the form data, text data, JSON data, whatever you want. There are many functionality. If you want to download this Postman, so from where you can download, you just need to type over here over the Google that download Postman, right? So here you need to write download Postman, and finally you can see over here. So you will be getting an option for downloading the Postman. You just need to download it, and finally you have to install, right? Now coming to my Postman back. So here you can see this is my Postman. It is like this. I will be hitting my API. Okay. Now where is my API? Let me show you the API. Okay. So here guys, here you can see, if I will open it. So this is the code which I have written, right? In the last class only, I have shown you, in the last video, I have shown you that I am creating one folder in my local. I created the folder. So my folder name was what? My folder name is my weather bot, right? So here you can see I am creating a folder. So this is my folder which I have created, and here I have like kept all the code inside this particular folder, right? Now I open the same folder inside this Jupyter notebook. Okay, so here you can see this is the this is my like a VS code, and here I'm opening like this particular folder. Okay, so guys, now I will explain you this entire code like a step by step. We'll be going through the entire code. Okay, what we are doing, what we are trying to do. So here guys, you can see, so this is my home route. Okay, So in my home route, I have written I have written that I am going to return this like a UI, this like a particular text. Okay, this thing I have shown you previously also in my previous video. Okay, now I have created one more route over here. My route name is what? My route name is Webo. Okay, over here I have created one more route. So the route name is what? Route name is Webo. Okay, now here guys, you can see we are getting a request. We are getting a request from where? From the postman. Okay, so we are hitting the like a URL, this particular URL. Okay, here you can see this particular URL, and we are getting a request. We are getting a request in the form of JSON, right? And here you can see we are getting a request. So if I will run this one, if I will run this particular application, so definitely I will be getting my request object. The request object will be in the form of JSON, right? Now here guys, what we are doing, so we are processing this request. Okay, so we have written a function process request, and where I have written the function, I have created one more file over here. You can see weather data.py. Okay, and inside that I have written a complete a request. Okay, so whatever like object we are getting from that, what I have to do, I told you, right? So here you can see we are sending this request, this like a JSON object. Okay, where to my Flask API. Here I can show you this one, this app.py. Okay, and I am getting my request in the form of JSON, and finally I am processing that particular request. Okay, so I am sending this request to this particular function, right? And now here you can see if I will open it, if I will open this this particular function which I have written over here. Now from here, what I'm doing, I'm extracting the city name, right? Now see what I'm doing. So here like query result parameter, and here finally we are extracting the city name. Now the city name we are passing to this particular object. Okay, so I hope like you got the clear cut idea that how we are getting a city name, right? So we are sending from here from our postman, right? And here you can see we have written a URL for that in the app.py file. Okay, this one we are hitting this particular URL, and we have created a separate function, and over here in this particular file like I am extracting the city name. Okay, till here everything is fine. Now we are passing the city name to this particular function. Now what is this function? Let me explain you, let me tell you, right? So as I told you that for extracting a live weather data, we are using OWM, Open Weather Map API. Let me show you what is this Open Weather Map API. Okay. Okay, so guys, for extracting the live weather data, what we are doing, we are using the Open Weather Map API, right? So what you need to do, you just need to search this Open Weather Map over the Google. Okay, let me show you. Uh, okay, you need to type here Open Weather Map, right? Now here you can see, so you will be getting this. Okay, what I can do, Open Weather Map Weather API key, right? So here you will be able to find out this particular URL. Okay, so you just need to click on this very first link, and here guys you can see, so this is the website which we are using for collecting a live weather data. It provides a live weather data, right? Now here you can see, so here is the API. You just need to click on this particular option, this API, and here guys, after clicking on this, see, you just need to subscribe the API, right? So current weather data, hourly forecast, daily forecast, okay, climate. Now let's suppose if you want to subscribe this one, okay, current weather data. So here you can see, so you will be getting like a these option, okay. So free, startup, developer, professional, enterprise, and here we want like a free API key. So you just need to click on this one, get API key, and finally you need to fill your details. I already filled it. Okay, after filling the details, you will be getting your API key. Let me show you how API key looks like. So here in this one, so you can see, so this is the API key. Okay, after filling this particular form, okay, after filling this particular form, you will be getting your API key. Okay, now what is the next thing? So here you can see, if I'm opening Pi OWM Pi, right? Now guys, here you will be able to find out this particular a package PyOWM, and this is the package for extracting the information from this particular website. Okay, now try to scroll down here, right? So guys, here you can see it is going to, we are going to create an object of this OWM where you need to pass your API key, and you will be able to extract everything from here, right? So wind, humidity, temperature, rain, herd index, heat index, cloud, everything from here, right? So here you can see I did the same thing. I just took the API key, I created an object over here, and I'm processing over it. So I'm like fetching the city name, and I'm passing the city name over here. Okay, and my work is done. And now after this one, you can see I'm able to fetch each and every information. Okay, now you can see, so this information we are writing over here in this particular string, and finally we are returning this one to my like a call. Okay, so from where I'm calling to my from my this app.py. Okay, and here finally after getting this string, after getting this result, okay, and I'm returning this result to my call. And from where I'm calling, guys, as of now I'm calling from here, from this postman. So from here my request is going. Okay, and here you can see this is my app.py file. My request is coming. I'm processing the entire request. Okay, I'm passing the API key, and I'm creating an object of this pi OWM of like this open weather map like API, right? And finally, we are like requesting the like a live data, and these are the information which we are requesting, right? And finally, we are returning over here to my app.py file again to this particular line, this result, right? And here you can see, so we are returning direct again to my postman over here. Now let's see how we can hit this one. So for hitting, guys, what I can do, I can open the terminal, and here I can write the okay, like okay, so automatically it is activating this environment. Okay, it is not able to activate. Don't worry, I can activate source activate dot slash, and here I can write my weather port, right? And after this one, guys, you can see I'm able to open it now here, and finally Python app.py, right? So I'm able to run my application. Okay, my application is running somewhere. So running on this 5000 port, I can check with the log also. So here log is created, and see my application is running on this particular link. Now if I will check with the home URL, so yes, this is my first Flask and Python application, right? Here you can see the message. Now what I can do, I can hit the API from the Postman also. First I'm hitting the uh, root URL, right? So here I'm giving this get, and this is my root URL, and let's see, I'm getting the answers. Okay, so I'm getting over here also. I'm hitting my API, I'm hitting my Flask application. This is my first Flask and Python application, and now I'm hitting this webhook. Okay, so webhook, and here let's see, I will be getting data or not. So if I'm hitting this one, so it is saying it is not visible. Okay, let me check what was the method here. If I will check with my app.py, so here in the app.py, my method was post. Okay, and I'm hitting the get method. Now I can change this get to post, and I'm sending the data, and let's see, I will be able to get or not, right? So here you can see again it is giving me error. Let's see why it is giving me this one. Okay, so it was the webhook. Okay, let me check over here. It is correct one, HTTP. Okay, fine. Now JSON, everything is correct. Now let me hit it again. Okay. Okay, so guys, over here you can see if I'm hitting the API, so finally I'm able to get my detail. I'm able to get my answer. So my answer is today's weather in Delhi, humidity is this much, wind speed is this much, minimum temperature this one, and maximum temperature this one. So guys, that is this is like what this is uh like like we have covered in this particular video. In the next video, we'll try to deploy our application in the over the Flask. Okay, so in the next video we'll try to deploy our application over the AWS. So until, thank you, bye bye guys, have a great night ahead, take care, bye bye, thank you. Hello guys, so welcome back to this chatbot series, and in today's session we'll try to deploy our code to the AWS. So let me show you the AWS pipeline. So here is a complete deployment pipeline. As you can see, let me zoom out. So here you will see the complete deployment pipeline. So as of now, my web application is available in the local machine. Now we are going to push the same application in my GitHub. Then through the GitHub action, we'll try to create a Docker image, and then we'll try to push that Docker image over the ECR. ECR is a service of the Amazon. It's called like Elastic Container Registry. And then through the ECR, like we are going to deploy the Docker image over the AWS app runner. So this will be my this will be my complete CI/CD pipeline. So whatever changes I will made in my code from local, that like changes directly will be reflected over the AWS app runner, right? Now, how to do that? Let me show you. So here, guys, in this, so this is the the application as of now. It is available in my local, okay? And here I post my complete application in my GitHub repository. Let me show you the GitHub repository which I have created in my previous session, okay? And there I post my entire code. So this is my GitHub repository, guys, where I post my entire code. Right now, how to push the code? Let me write the command for all of you, so at least you can also post. You can also like post your code. You can also upload your code inside your GitHub, right? So the command will be, let me write all command inside the README. Okay, so here I gonna write the command. So the command will be command for pushing the code over the GitHub. Okay. Now here the first command will be, let me write it down. So the first command will be git init. Okay. If you have already initialized the GitHub repository, then don't write this command, git init. Okay. Now here the next command will be what? Now you have to do commit add. So git dot, you have to add your entire changes, whatever changes is there. You can write a specific file name also. Then you have to write here git commit hyphen and here you have to write any message, right? So you can write a message, let's suppose updated. Okay, so any message, guys, you can write. I am just showing you the demo, right? Now here after updating the code, now what you need to do, you need to uh, check the branch. So git branch hyphen m, and the branch will be what? The branch will be main. Okay, now after this one, okay, so after this one, what you need to do, you need to push the code. So for pushing the code, guys, you have to write git remote add origin, and you have to paste your URL. So which URL, guys? This URL, right? Here you can see, if you will click here on this green icon, now whatever URL will be there, you have to like push this particular, you have to check with this particular URL. Okay, you have to add this URL over there. And guys, don't add my URL, add your one, right? So let me add it over here, and here what I can do, I can paste it. Now control V, right? This is mine URL. You have to write your own URL, right? Now, guys, what I can do here, I can remote add the URL, and then finally you have to push your code. Now I can write over here git push hyphen u origin main, right? So you are pushing your code to the main branch. Okay, so this will be a complete step for pushing your code. Okay, now what I can do here, I can commit in front of you. So first I need to check with git status. So my status is I have modified this readme. Okay, and now what I can do, I can edit. Okay, now I can git commit. I need to commit these changes. So for that I have writing, so readme readme updated. Okay, and here you can see, now I can push the changes. Git push hyphen u or hyphen f. If you are not able to push with the u, with this u, right, you can write f also, and f means forcefully. So here you can see I'm able to push the code. Okay, so now if I will show you with my GitHub, okay, over here, if I'm refreshing, hard refresh, okay, now you can check all the command is here. Whatever command I have written, all the command you can see over here, right? And again, I would say don't use my URL. You have to write, you have to paste it over here, your URL, your Git URL, right? Okay, fine. Now, guys, what I need to do, I told you, easily you can see in the architecture. So first, like I created the app in my local, and then I have to paste this, I have to like upload the entire code in my GitHub, right? After this, now I have to create the Docker image through the GitHub action, right? So manually we are not doing it. We are writing a workflow for that. Okay, let me show you how workflow look like. So already I have written the workflow over here. Let me show you. So for writing a workflow, guys, you will have to create a .github folder. Inside .github folder, you will have to create one more folder. The folder name will be what? Workflows. Okay. And inside workflow, there will be a file main.yaml file. Okay. And inside this file, I have written the complete workflow. Okay, for creating an image, for initializing the machine and for creating the image, and that image we are going to push over the ECR, right? And through the ECR we'll be pushing over the AWS. So in this video we'll try to see how to push our image over the ECR. Okay, now here you can see, so this is the name of the file, nothing else, and on push branch main. Okay, so whatever thing I'm pushing in my main branch, okay, at that point of a time, my pipeline will be triggered, right? So, so guys, here in the workflow, I have mentioned few things. So the first thing, the name of the workflow. So we can write any name. I have given the name build and push image to ECR. We are going to build an image for this particular application and we are pushing that image over the ECR, right? Then we have written a condition over here. So whenever we are going to make any changes in this main branch, okay, so the changes will be pushing automatically in my ECR. Okay, automatically the image will be created and again it will be pushing over the ECR, right? Now here you can see, so I have written this condition. Now what are jobs? Okay, so the jobs is so I have given the name of the job, build image. I'm running this image, I'm building this image over the Ubuntu latest, this machine. This machine actually GitHub action is providing to me, and here I have written the step, check out the code, and action, check out version 2, and then install the utility. Whatever utility is there, I'm going to install that, and then this two command will be running in my machine, in my this Ubuntu latest machine, which is available in GitHub action, right? Now coming to the next one, so here configure AWS credential. So guys, before pushing to code, so we'll have to configure the AWS credential. So the credential, in the credential there will be access ID and here will be a secret key. Okay, two things, right? And now we are going to log in. So first we'll have to mention the this credential that is very much required, and then finally we'll have to push the image over the ECR, right? For pushing the image over the ECR, so we'll have to write the name, we'll have to write the image name, right? So here you can see build, tag, and push image to ECR. We'll have to write this particular thing. And finally, so here is my ECR repository name, and this is a tag. So always let's suppose multiple time we are pushing the image. So the latest we are giving tag to the latest image. Okay. So the tag for the latest image will be this latest only, right? And then here finally we are running this command on my GitHub action on my Ubuntu machine, which is being provided by the GitHub action, and from here we are pushing my image to this ECR. So this entire file I have written, this entire workflow I have written for pushing my image to the ECR, right? Now guys, let me show you. So here actually we'll have to pass this AWS access key ID and AWS secret access key. Okay, so now from where you can get it and where you have to write this one. So guys, here if you will open your GitHub, right? So this is your GitHub. So go inside your setting, right? And inside the setting you can see secrets and variable, right? This one, secrets and variable, and here you have to write. So here you can see action inside this one, action, and then here you will have to pass the okay, deploy keys. Okay, so code and security analysis, and here in the setting secrets key there will be an option secret key. Okay, action, journal runner, and deploy secret and variable. Here will be a action key, actions, your secret name, and here you will have to pass the secret key. Okay, so here you will be writing a secret name, and here you're gonna pass the secret key, right? This one, and finally you are going to add the secret and okay, till workflow. So guys, here over the GitHub, where we have to be dump the secret key, and or like we can say where we have to be write the secret key. Let me show you that. So guys, here in the repository, you just need to click on the setting icon. Okay, in the setting option, and the setting, once you will scroll down, so you will be able to find out the option secret and variable, right? And here is the option action. Okay, so in the action, you can see, so there is a two thing, secrets and variable, right? So you need to click on the secret and you have to add the secrets key. So for adding the secret key, you have to click on this particular button, new repository secret, and you will be able to add the secrets over there, right? Now guys, from where we can get these secrets key. So this thing we'll try to see in the next section. Next session. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Yes, we'll meet you in the next session. Until thank you, bye bye, take care, have a good day. Hello guys, so welcome back to this chatbot series, and in today's video we'll try to see how to configure IAM user for getting a secret key. So in the previous session I have told you that if you want to connect my GitHub with the Amazon or with the AWS, right? So we'll have to configure the secrets key, and I have to configure two things. So first is AWS access key ID, and the second thing is AWS secret access key. Okay, now guys, from where I can get this key, right? So let me show you that. So here guys is my AWS console. Okay, so I have to sign in. So first I'm going to sign in, and after sign in guys, so let me sign in first. Okay, guys. So after signing, what you need to do, you need to open the IM2. Okay. So you have to search IM, and here is a IM user. So I have clicked over here, and you have to create your own user. Okay. So let me open it. And guys, IAM is a service. So IAM means what? So IAM means identity and access management. So you can create your specific user and you can provide a specific role to that particular user. Okay. So now guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my own user, and with that I will be giving like some sort of a permission to that user, and I will be generating my keys, which is very useful, which is like a responsible for connecting my GitHub to AWS, right? So here guys, in the left hand side, you can see user. Okay, you have to click on this user and you have to add user. Okay, and you have to write the user. So my name of the user is, let's suppose that over here I am writing Sunny Savita. Okay, so here I have written the name, and I am going to click on this one. So I can enable it also, and here you can see a different thing. So auto generated password, because see, I am creating a new user, so it will be giving me a token and a password. So with that I can log in, right? So whenever you are logged in now over the AWS, so at that time it is giving you two options. So as a user you can log in, or as a root user you can log in. Okay, so here I am clicking on this next, this one. Okay. Okay. So it is already exist, not an issue. I can write Sunny only. And then here I can do next. And guys, here, see, you can attach the policy. Okay. You can attach the group if there is any group, right? So I'm not going to attach any group over here. I just need to attach the permission. Okay. Just you can like skip this part, just add user group and copy permission and go over here, attach policy, right? So you have to give the administrator access. Okay, so you can give like this particular access, this administrator access. And here guys, after this one, what you can do, you can do next. Okay, after clicking on this next, so what you can do, you can create the user. So yes, you just need to write on this one and your user will be created. Okay, so this will be your username, and finally this will be your password, right? Okay, now guys, what I can do, you can download the CSV file also. Okay, you can download the CSV file also, but from where you will be getting the secret key, right? So you just need to click on this one, return user. Okay, now you have to go continue this one. Now you can search over here Sunny, right? So this is your user, And here guys, what you can do, you can click on this security credential, right? On this option, security credential, right? Now here you can like click on this one, so manage console, right? And here after this one, so here you will be able to find out the security credential. And and here is an option for creating a key, right? Creating an access key. Okay, so after clicking on this, so first you need to click on this security credential, and after this one you have to click on this one, create access key, right? And here you can choose any option. So here I am choosing this command line interface, or else you can choose this one, so application running or like this one, application running on AWS compute service, right? So any of them you can choose. So over here I am choosing this one, command line interface. And finally I have to click on this. Okay, so I have to click on this one, I understand and above recommendation and want to proceed. And finally you will be able to generate the key. Okay, create and create access key, right? So here you can see, so you have created a key, so secret key and secret see here, secret access key and secret access key, right? So seek access key and secret access key, two things. So the same thing you can see over here. So AWS access key, AWS secret access key, right? So we can download it also as a CSV file, right? So we can download this particular thing as a CSV file. Already I have created it, so already I have downloaded in my system. Let me show you where. Okay, so guys, here what I can do, I can open this one, and in my this one, this was the key, okay, which I have already like downloaded for like deploying my application. Okay, so again I'm not going to download, in case you can in case the first time if you are creating a user, if you want the access key, you can do like, you can follow those steps, you can generate it and you can download it, right? So here is my access key and secret access key ID and secret access key, right? Now where I have to provide it, let me show you, right? So here guys, what you need to do, you need to open your GitHub. So here is my GitHub, this is my GitHub. Okay, now here you have to click on this one, new repository secret, and here you have to write the name. So you have AWS access key ID, right? And here you have to pass this access key ID. So I'm going to copy this particular thing, this one. Okay, so let me copy this one over here. I can do it. Okay, and I can paste it over here inside this secret and add secret. Okay, so I think this is done. Now I have to add the second one also. So let me open it and let me copy this one, and I'm going to put over here. Okay, so this will be here and access key. Okay, so ID will be there, and one more access key. Okay, now I'm going to add it, and finally my work is done. Okay, now here if you will check with the action, so like my job will be running. If I'm going to like over here, you can see whatever changes, okay, whatever changes I'm going to make in my file, right? So what I can do, I can show you. So here let's suppose I am opening this file and app.py, and here I want to change something. I am going to comment out this particular line, this app.run debug, okay, this one and this one also. Instead of that, instead of this, I'm going to open this one. Okay, now instead of this, I'm going to remove the command from this one, line number 36 and 37, where I've written the specific host and port, right? And now what I can do, I can commit this one, commit the changes, and let's see what will be there. So if I will check with my action, okay, so my workflow is like updating. Okay, and here you can see the workflow. So it is building the image, and finally my image will be available in my like Amazon ECR. Okay, ECR means Elastic Container Registry, right? So guys, here you can see my app like it is updating the, it is building the image in my like in my GitHub action in my Ubuntu latest, in the machine which like it has allotted, right? And finally I will be able to deploy my image. Let's see so how much time it will take, and finally we'll try to upload it over there, right? Now it is giving me like some sort of error. Let's see what I'm getting here. So error, please complete it. Okay, so pip install -r requirement return a 0 code. Okay, so guys, here you can see what I need to do if I will check with my code. Okay, so in the requirement.txt, what I did, I have written this -e, this one dot. Okay, so what I can do, I can comment it out. As of now, I can comment it out. I didn't require this one. Okay, or what I can do, I can remove it because I don't want to create a package which I did it in my local. Okay, so I don't want to do it over there, right, in my cloud. So now I'm going to commit it, and after committing, let's see what I will be getting here. Again, my workflow is going on, and let's see I will be able to update or not my image. Okay, so guys, here you can see I'm able to update, I think so. Okay, so utility is running, and now configuration it is going to check. Okay, configuration is fine, login to Amazon is great, is fine, and then it is downloading all the dependency. Let's see it is able to download or not. Okay, it is running, and now finally I am able to post to my I am able to like post login to my Amazon ECR. Okay, it is done, and let's see I'm able to do it or not. Okay, my job is completed, guys, and I am able to run it successfully. And if I will check, okay, let me open my AWS, and now here, guys, what I'm doing. So here, okay, this one. Now here, guys, what I'm doing, I'm opening ECR, Elastic Container Registry, this one. Okay, now inside Elastic Container Registry, you can see, so I'm able to get started. Okay, so here, guys, you can see I'm able to update my image. If I will open it, so here you will be able to find out image tag. Okay, and the image size is this one, and the date is 10th of Feb, and the time is 8:24, right? So this is a time like where I'm able to update my image. Okay, now what I need to do, so from here I'm going to push my image over the AWS App Runner. So I hope, guys, this thing is clear to all of you. Let me revise it again. So what we are trying to do. So guys, here you can see the architecture of the application, that my code was available in my local, and from there I was pushing to the GitHub, and over there I have configured this GitHub action, and I am creating a Docker image, and that Docker image I was pushing to the ECR. Okay, so here is the application. For that, I have written, for pushing my code over the GitHub, I have written few commands. So this is my command, like all the commands which I have written over here. Okay, and now, guys, what I'm doing, I am creating a workflow. So over here I have created a workflow. Okay, so like for pushing my code over the Amazon ECR, and here I have configured the key, right? So here I configured the key. Let me show you the key. This was my key. Okay, so if you will check over here, so inside this one action. Okay, now see, this was my key, AWS access key ID, AWS secret access key, and I am able to update my image over here in the like ECR. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now in the next session we'll try to see how to deploy the image, how to deploy this image over the AWS App Runner, where I will be getting the endpoint URL, and we will be learning the same application like in the cloud, in the AWS App Runner. Okay, so thank you, guys. Thank you for watching this session. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great day ahead. Thank you. Hello, guys. So welcome back to this chatbot series. And in this video, we'll try to see how to push our Docker image from ECR to AWS App Runner. In the last video, I have shown you that how you can create a workflow, okay? And from there, how you can build the Docker image over the GitHub action, and then how you can deploy it inside the ECR. For that, I have shown you how to create a IAM role, how to get a secret key and ID, secret key ID and a secret access key, right? How to configure it inside your GitHub, and then whenever you are going to run your whenever you are adding something in your GitHub repo, automatically this pipeline will be running on, and my Docker image will be created, and it will be uploaded inside the like Amazon ECR, Elastic Container Registry, right? So this entire process is called continuous integration, right? So we are integrating our code, and we are like creating a Docker image, and finally we are building the Docker image. Okay. Now we are going to deploy the same thing. Okay, we are going to deploy the image. We are going to deploy the same image over the AWS app runner. Now, how to do that? Let me show you. So here you have to search AWS app runner. Okay. So now, after searching this AWS app runner, uh, you have to see. I have already created one application, right? Now I'm going to create one more service in front of you. So click on this one, create service, and here you have to click on this one, container registry, because we are going to fetch the image from the registry na, from ECR. Okay, so you have to choose this particular option and this Amazon ECR, right? And you have to browse to the image. So here you can see GitHub sample and latest, right? So this will be my image and this will be the tag, because we have to fetch the latest image. Okay, we have to fetch the latest image. As much as time you will be running that particular pipeline, your new image will be creating, and you have to choose the latest one, right? Now here automatic, it should be the automatic. This pipeline should be the automatic. You have to add the role, so you can create a new role service, or else you can use the existing role also. So here I am using this new role service, right? And now what you need to do, you just need to click on this one, next, and here there is a certain configuration, right? Now guys, one more thing. So service name, what name you can write it over here. Let me write over here weather board 2. Okay, now here guys, you can see you can increase the configuration also. You can configure it. Okay, 2 CPU, you can take 2 CPU, you can increase the memory, right? Now I'm not going to do it. Okay, so this much memory and CPU, it's more than sufficient. Now here's the port. So guys, you have to use the same port. Whatever code you are writing over here in your app.py file, let me show you. So this is your code. Inside this code, here is your app.py file. And inside this one, you have written this particular port, okay, 8080. So the same port, you have to write it over here also. Okay. If you are not writing it, so maybe it will be giving you the error. Okay. Now guys, here what you can do, you can click on this next. And here you have to check, okay, so whatever thing you have done, it is correct or not, so you can review it, and finally you can create and deploy. Okay, so it will take some time. So error while submitting a request, role and name already exists. Okay, so what I can do, I can create the role over here. If it already if it is already there, now what I can do, I can go back, and here I can use create new role. Okay, so okay, use existing service role. So I'm going to use this particular role only, which I have already created. Okay, now do next, and here you can click on the next, and finally my app will be created. So create and deploy. Let's see I'm able to do it or not. So my app is deploying. Here you can check the log also. It might take some time, maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or more than that, right? So yes, let's wait for some time, and yes, I will show you after the deployment. So guys, here you can see I have successfully deployed my app, and guys, it took around 4 to 5 minutes. So if it is taking time in your systems, and not an issue, it might take. In my case, it took around of like a 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so now from where you can access your application. So through this URL, you can access your application. Okay, so click on this URL, and here guys, you can see your application is up and running. So web app with a flask, right? Now guys, so what you can do, so this is your application, and this is the message which you can see over here, which we have written in our this one with web with Python Flask. Okay, now let me show you one thing. So okay, so you can check, you can commit a new thing over here. The same thing, it will be reflected over here, right? It will be deploying. It might take time, so that's why I'm not showing, but you can do like this thing. Okay, now what I can do, I can copy this URL, and let me open my Postman. So in the Postman, I'm going to open the new tab, and I'm hitting the same API. I told you with the help of Postman, I can hit the API, whether it is in my local or it is in my cloud, right? So here guys, let me check I'm getting the same thing or not. So yes, I'm getting the same thing. Now I want a weather of the particular city, right? So I have to call the webhook call. Okay, and go inside body, go inside row, and here you have to give the post request. And guys, open your Google Dialogflow, open your diagnostic info, copy this response and paste it here. So let me paste it down and let's see we are getting the weather or not, right? And this request will be a JSON request. So JSON raw body and this will be the URL and let's see. Okay, so it is saying internal server error and not an issue. We can hit one more time and let's see. Okay, it is saying internal server error. And okay, let me check why it is giving this internal server error. Okay, again, it is saying. So guys, here you can see successfully I deployed my application. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to copy this endpoint URL where my application is running. So click on this URL and here you can see on my home route, it is giving me a message. It is giving me a like that particular message which I have written in the home route. Okay, now what I can do, I can copy this one and I can hit the same API from the Postman, right? I told you that I can use the Postman. I can use the Postman for hitting the API, whether it is running in my local or in my cloud, doesn't matter, right? So let's see what I will be getting here. If I am hitting the API, so here I am getting the same message which I am getting in my browser. Okay, so that thing I proved. Now, the next thing is I want to get my live data, but how? So here, guys, what I can do, I can call this webhook. Okay, this particular URL, this particular route. Now I require a data also, right? So I need to write, I need to click over here this body, then raw, and here I need to choose on this. I need to choose this JSON, and finally here the request will be a post request, and let me copy the data from the Google Dialogflow. So this will be my request structure. Now let me copy it, and here I am going to post the same over here, and let's see I will be getting result or not. So guys, here is a result, right? So we are able to hit the API over the cloud and we are able to get the data, right? So here is my data. Humidity is 60, wind speed is 0, minimum temperature is 20, maximum temperature is 0.5, right? 0.05. So here we are getting this two thing, not an issue because we have to return this one to my Google Dialogflow. That's why I've written this fulfillment text and display. Whenever you are hitting this Flask API, so you can comment it down, this one fulfillment text, and that will be a fine, not an issue, right? So this is that is guys for this particular video. I have shown you how to hit the API, how to like get the real time data, how to deploy it, how to create a CI/CD pipeline, right? So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching this session. In the next session, I will show you how to connect this API through like Google Dialogflow. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye. Hello guys, so welcome back to this chatbot series, and now in today's video we'll try to see how we can connect this API which we have deployed over the cloud to our Google Dialogflow, right? Let me show you the architecture. So here guys, in the architecture I have shown you that first we'll try to create agent over the Google Dialogflow. We'll try to train a few phrases over there. Okay, we'll try to create intent and we'll try to give some training phrases and all, and then finally will be required a real-time data, real-time weather data, because this chatbot is a weather chatbot, right? And now we will be creating a Flask app. We have created it, and now we have deployed this app over the AWS, and now we want connectivity between this Google Dialogflow and this app which we have deployed over the AWS. And inside the Google Dialogflow, I required a same data which I am getting over here in my Postman. Okay, so how we can do that? So for that, open your Google Dialogflow. So here is your Google Dialogflow, right? Now what you need to do, you have to open your fulfillment section, and here you can see this webhook call. So that's why I was saying, if you are going to create a route in your Flask app, okay, so you have to write a specific name. The name will be what? Webhook. Okay, now enable this webhook, and here you have to pass the same URL. So the URL, which one? So this was the URL. Now copy it. Okay, and here open your Google Dialogflow and paste it here, right? And now here you have to write webhook. Okay. And what you need to do, guys, you just need to save it. Okay, save it. Okay, fine. Now you have to enable the call. Okay, from where? So after pasting the URL over here, okay, so you just need to save it. That is fine. Now open the intent, and inside the intent, open this particular intent, this ask whether, because here only I have to for this particular intent only I have to showcase the detail now, right? So here enable the uh, click over here this fulfillment part and enable webhook call for this particular intent. Okay, fulfillment part and enable webhook call for this particular intent, right? Now what you need to do, you just need to save it. Okay, once it's done, right, now what we can do, we can check. So here I can write hi. Okay, now let's talk with my chatbot which I have created for the real-time data. Now here I'm writing hi. Okay, it is saying hello. Now I'm writing good evening. Let's see what is it will be giving. So okay, it is saying good evening. Now how are you? So let's see what I will be getting here. It is saying I am good. That's good. So can you tell me about weather? So it is saying please write a city name. Okay, that's fine. Now I need to write a city name. So I'm saying okay, okay, tell me about the weather in Pune. Let's see what I will be getting here. So it is saying, guys, today is the weather in Pune, humidity this much, wind speed this much, maximum temperature and minimum temperature and maximum temperature. So we have successfully deployed our application, and successfully we are able to connect our application with Google Dialogflow. So like this, you can create any application, you can do anything. Okay. And yeah, that is it for this particular video, guys. In the next video, we'll see how to integrate our weather chatbot with Telegram. So thank you, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Take care. Hello, guys. So welcome back to this chatbot series. And now in today's video, we'll try to see how to connect or how to integrate our chatbot with a Telegram, right? So for that, what you need to do, you need to click on this integration part. Okay, you need to click on this integration option. Here you can see they have given the option Telegram. Okay, so just click on this Telegram and you have to pass the token. But which token, right? Let me show you which one. So for that, open your Telegram and search over here what father. Okay, now here what you need to do. So you have to write a slash new bot. Okay, after writing it, then it is asking to you, all right, a new bot. How we are going to call it? Please choose a name for bot. So I'm writing a name, so I can write over here my weather, WEATHER bot, right? Let's see. I'm able to do it. Good. It is saying good. Now let's choose a username for this one. So what I need to do, I can write the name. So I can write the username Sunny Savita underscore bot. Okay. Now see what I will be getting. So yes, I'm able to generate a token. So this will be my bot name. This will be my username. And here you can see this will be my token, right? So what I can do, I can click, I can copy this token, this one from here, and I can paste it over here. And now let's start. So yes, I will be able to start my chatbot, and let's see. So okay, I started it. Now what I can do, I can open it, and here is a link. You can click on this particular link and you will be able to open your chatbot, right? Now I am able to open my chatbot, and here is a bot name slash by mistake I have written it, not an issue. You can remove it, whatever name is coming in your mind, you can write that, right? Now this is a username, and finally what I can do, I can start the conversation. So whatever conversation I was doing in the Google Dialogflow console, the same I can do over here, right? Now here I can write hi. Let's see what I will be getting. It is saying hey. Okay, so I can say good evening. Okay, good evening. So it is saying good evening. Okay, that's great. So I can say how are you? Okay, it is saying I'm good. But that's great. So I can write over here what were you doing? So it is saying I'm good. That's great, right? So it is not able to understand maybe. Okay, so can you repeat? REPEAT. Let's see. So it is saying, can you say that again? Okay. So did you get it? Let's see. What it is saying. I missed that. Say again. Okay. So you are. Uh, let's say what I was getting. Uh, okay. It is saying yes. I am. That's great, right? So I can write it over here. Okay. Anyway. Uh, anyway. Leave it. Okay. So let's see. It is saying sorry. What was that? Okay. So I can write over here. Can you tell me about weather? Let's see what I will be getting here. So it is saying, please write a city name. So I can write, okay, may I know the weather in Mumbai? Let's see. Yeah. So guys, successfully we are able to get the weather in Mumbai. So like this you can configure maybe you can add more functionality, you can add more thing, you can do like many more thing, I would say. Okay, so guys, that is for this particular video, and in the next video I will be talking about, I will be revising the concept whatever I've explained you. I will be revising the complete architecture, complete thing, and a few more idea I will give it to you, so at least you can build your own bot after practicing on this one. So fine guys, thank you very much for joining this session. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you, bye bye, have a great day ahead. Take care.